Hey guys, Coldbrew here. Welcome to another Raid Challenge video with Roric Wyrmbane, the new fragment summon coming in on Monday, the 6th of September. I'm going to have this new legendary champion joining in the ranks of the Barbarian faction. He's going to be a legendary attack-based spirit champion for Barbarians. So you're going to have an easier time with Sallow of the Drakes. Him, champions such as Shield Guard, the uncommon, make it a much easier faction to beat in terms of getting a step closer to Lydia. But a fragment summon fragment summon fusion is way easier than the ones we had before, like the one we recently had with Mother Cybele. She was definitely a difficult fusion to do, and I've barely used her on my free-to-play account. But this guy looks to be better. Let's go over his skills, and we'll think on how we can use him in areas other than the faction wars maybe. So A1, Wyrmslayer Hammer attacks one enemy 2 times. Each hit has a 40% chance of placing a stun debuff for 1 turn. Each hit was filled with champion's turn by 15% if the target is not under a stun debuff after the hit. Well, that's a pretty solid chance to stun. 40% chance is pretty solid, but it's a single target skill, so I mean, kind of sucks. For that. I would love to have an AoE based champion on their default skill have a stun chance. That would be insane. Insanely broken actually for control. The A2 Dragon Rage attacks one enemy. 80% chance of decreasing the target turn meter by 75%. Alright. Pretty high chance. I'm guessing this will go to 100% when fully booked. If this skill fully depletes the target's turn meter, also has an 80% chance of placing a stun debuff on all other enemies for 1 turn. Wow. Okay. If this, when booked, becomes a 100% chance for both, then he'll have the 100% chance to reduce the turn meter by 75%, and then also fully deplete the target's when also fully depleting the target's turn meter, getting that stun on everybody else. It's gonna be insane because the stun basically makes the enemies lose their turn. Pretty solid for control with that A2. The A2 feels like it's great. The A3 then, Scale Breaker attacks one enemy, will ignore 50% of the target's defense. Alright, okay, 50%, it's gonna be a big burst, but on a single target. Passive effect, we'll always use this skill instead of the default skill when counter-attacking. Okay. Oh, this is quite cool, because he'll be using A3 instead of his A1 when he does the counter-attack. That's pretty solid, although I would have loved still to have the chance to stun. I would have loved to still have the chance to stun when he counterattacks, especially in dungeon situations. In arena, not so much, because I mean, arena can be tough, but in dungeon situations, that the chance to stun from a counterattack could be great. I guess you can use the counterattack set on him. Maybe even use counterattack champions with him, so you can abuse this basically for a 50% ignore defense attack. And then immune to stun debuffs as his passive. That's solid, but it's not that often that we find stun champions against us. Deals 15 more damage to bosses and receives 15 less damage from them. I would love to test this champion on a counterattack setup for the clan boss, just to see on what his multiplayers can do. The A2 is probably going to be really bad, but the A3 being his skill that he's using the most when counterattacking brings in a lot of promise for him as a damage dealer for the clan boss. But because he does not provide anything such as a defense stand or a weaken, he seems to be like an average champion at best. What you guys think of it, leave it down in the comments below. I will be testing this champion on the test server for you guys and bringing you a video once we can release it to the public, and definitely see if he's worth it for the fragment summon right before the fragment fusion starts. So thanks a lot guys for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.